Does the thought of selling cause you to all of a sudden get nervous, get sweaty, start to worry? Or have you even froze up on a sales conversation? You don't know what to say. You feel like you're making a mess of the call. You're afraid to share the price, and you're worried about coming off as pushy or obnoxious or, just not cool or kind. I've been there. You're not alone. That's a normal process for many new entrepreneurs, especially coaches, consultants, and creators. Now, what I want to share with you in this video is struggling with the sales process not only affects how you show up on the sales calls, but it affects how you show up in your business as a whole. And I'll discuss that a little bit more in this video. By the way, I'm Colin Yearwood. Over the last few years, I've sold over $4 million in coaching and training products myself and for my clients. And I've developed an approach that is natural and authentic, an approach that is low stress when it comes to selling. I like to sell in a way that I want to be served. And that's how I'm going to share with you what's worked for me over the years and why it's important for you to be aware of those challenges that comes up when it comes to selling. I've worked with many entrepreneurs over the years, and one of the things I've noticed, many of them, what I've described to you at the beginning of this video, that's how many of them feel. Selling feels like a huge hurdle that they need to jump over. And as they're jumping this hurdle, they're tripping up. Now, I'll walk you through this video and talk to you about the things that may be holding you back from selling and some of the reasons why you should focus on overcoming those things, because it's bigger than you think. The life of your business may depend on it. The life of your vision may depend on it. The amount of impact that you desire to have depends on how you can show up in a sales conversation to serve people. Some of the common responses I get in my community and when I work with students when it comes to selling. Some of the common things they tell me about how they feel about selling or the things that concerns them about selling. Let me know in the comments if any of this relate to you. If I don't share the one that really is affecting you, share that in the comments so I can add that to my list. But one of the things I hear often is, I don't know what to say during that sales conversation. Does that resonate with you? Right? The second thing I hear often is, hey, I'm not confident when it comes to presenting the value of my offer. I really can't explain my offer in a way that they get it. The third thing I hear often is, man, I can't ask someone to pay. I have a hard time just sharing the price and asking them to move forward. Is that one that resonates with you? And very common when I hear all the time is a big concern about, hey, I don't want to come off as pushy. I don't want to come off as salesy. I want to come off as someone that's relatable and kind and nurturing. Now, those are some of the common concerns I hear when I speak to students. Now, that's where the issue starts, is with you, what you're telling yourself about your ability to sell, about how you're perceived, and about the process. So if you're experiencing any of these beliefs or these thoughts crossing your mind, you're normal. Many new entrepreneurs go through this. But here's the thing. These challenges can keep you stuck. These thoughts, these beliefs can keep you stuck where you are right now. And they have a bigger impact than you may even think. A bigger impact in the kind of results you're able to create for yourself in your life, the kind of results you're able to create for the clients who you have this desire to help. I started selling in 2013. And between 13 and 16, I basically gave away my coaching because of all those reasons I shared with you. Didn't want to seem pushy or salesy. I wanted people to like me. I have a lot of insecurities with the value that I actually bring. Can I actually get them results? So guess what? I was offering 4 coaching sessions for $175. Many times it took me over 20 hours to deliver that because I would drive about an hour away from my house to meet my clients at Panera Bread, spend an hour or two there over delivering, and then drive back home, and they call me all during the week and I help them, right? And I over deliver for $175 for 4 sessions. Now, did it help some of those clients? Yes. But most of them did not get the kind of results they were looking for because of how I was showing up, because of my uncertainty about selling. If I was certain, I would have positioned myself differently. And that's the thing I encourage you to do. Many times, you may not realize the effect it's having in other parts of your business. If you are not certain about selling, you show up in a different way than you intend to show up in all those other important components. So let's be honest about it. It's hard to stay motivated in business if you're not generating business, if you're not making sales, if you feel that you're not making progress, if you feel you're not making the kind of impact that you desire to make. Now, what the struggle is really related to selling, and that's one of the main reasons why many business owners, especially solo entrepreneurs, go out of business. They're not making enough sales, so they get discouraged and they give up on that dream. They give up on that desire because it comes to generating income to give them the space to create the goals and have the things that they want to have. So when it comes to understanding how to sell, it's something that you really need to focus on. If you're not closing clients, if you're not enrolling clients into your program, it's nearly impossible to grow your business. It's nearly impossible to stay in the game of entrepreneurship. And for most people, it doesn't happen. Success doesn't come in the first month or two. And it becomes even more difficult when you're not developing the internal beliefs about how you need to show up in the world when it comes to enrolling people into your programs, because the key here is creating revenue allows you to have more impact, allows you to do more of the things you desire, and allows you to create a ripple effect in the world through your clients. So selling is not just about knowing what to say on the call. I can give you a script right now, and I'm quite sure on my channel I actually have another video on the channel that gives you a sales script. But that's not going to be the ultimate solution. Selling is about how you show up every day in your business. When you show up and you feel confident about selling, it affects how you market yourself. It affects how you create your offers. It affects how you engage with your potential clients. So if you want to move forward in your business, the thing I would recommend is focus on solving the problem and not ignoring it. So I want you to think about your current situation for a moment. I'll give you 3 sets of questions to help you address sales and why it's important for you in your business and your future. These questions will be somewhat of a guide to let you know, hey, this is a problem I'm having and I need to address, or no, I'm good with this right now. It's not a top priority for me. The first question is about reflecting on your current situation. How many sales conversations have you had in the last month, right? Or better yet, you ask yourself these questions. How many sales conversations have I had in the last month? The second question is, how many of those conversations turn into paying clients? Now, if the answer is not enough, or I don't know, or none, that's a sign that you need something to change. So giving yourself an honest assessment that will help you create the internal motivators to change. That's the goal of this exercise. The second part of the exercise is considering the ripple effects this has on your business. So the question you should ask yourself is, how does struggling with sales impact the rest of my business? My marketing, my content, or even my confidence in how I show up. The longer it goes unaddressed, the more effects it'll have in your ability to actually grow your business and have the kind of impact that you desire to have. And the last set of questions is about visualizing what's possible. And the question you should ask is, what would my business, my life, look like if I could confidently close more sales? If I can confidently enroll more clients? And the next question is, how would it feel waking up knowing that I have a process that works? This process helps you visualize what's possible for you. So selling is a key to unlocking your vision. And it starts when you choose to address it and stop letting it hold you back. Choosing to do the easy things in your business, it's cool. You'll make some progress. You'll feel good about yourself in the moment. But focusing on addressing what is perceived to be hard, and from my experience, sales is the thing that most business owners perceive to be the biggest challenge they're having right now in their business.